TC Weekly Live, Thursday edition. We are your hosts, Bryce
and Rio.
This is the Thursday edition of Pandemically Speaking. We are your source for news, entertainment, and everything happening on campus.
We have a very exciting show this afternoon, full of unique talent and creativity. But first, breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah, it's crucial to start the day with a good meal. What's your go-to?
Well, it's clearly Reese's Puffs. And a glass of orange juice.
Really? I always thought Raisin Bran was better. Well, I guess we'll find out as we start off this week's episode with the ranking show, Top Tier.
Today on Top Tier, we're going to be talking about cereals. Now, cereals are, the breakfast staple, as you will. And I think it's about time someone gets to ranking them. Wheaties. Now, Wheaties are like the default cereal. Like, I'm sure you heard of Cheerios before, but I got Wheaties. So, let's give Wheaties a little test. Wheaties going in. Wheaties. That was dry. That was very dry, actually. They consist of the flavor of wheat. If you ever had, what's it called, bread before? These taste quite like bread. But, like, you eat toast for breakfast, so, you know what? C tier. I know what you're thinking. Eggos? For breakfast? Yeah, they're already a breakfast food. Like look at these little babies. They're just little baby Eggos, And they're cereal all right now. So Eggos. All right. So I know what you're thinking. What could an Eggo possibly taste like in miniature cereal format? Well, it actually tastes like an Eggo. Like, it legit tastes like syrup and just like a regular old Eggo, which is awesome. I'm a fan of Eggos. So, you know what? Eggo is an S tier. We got Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats is, with almonds, as it says on the box. But, looking kind of like Wheaties. Let's get into this. See these little boys? These are almonds. Now, like, the rest of these kind of look like Wheaties. Not gonna lie, kind of looking like Wheaties. But, like, a little Nola in there. Granola's in there, C tier. Here we have limited edition Kellogg's Crayola cereal. Now, I've never personally, I don't know about you guys, but I've never personally wanted to eat a crayon. What flavor is this? Let me look at the box. Jazzberry? What is a jazzberry? I've never heard of a jazzberry before. That's a pass. Like a no thank you. No thank you, no. I don't like jazzberry. That, honestly, if I think about it, that actually tastes kind of like wax. Which means it's not false advertising, because it is limited edition Crayola Kellogg's cereal. But I don't want to eat wax. I'm not a wax eater. I don't do that. That's an F tier. Minecraft Creeper Crunch. Based on the hit game Minecraft, Minecraft Creeper Crunch is said to be cinnamon-flavored cereal with marshmallows. They're not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. Sure, it's a little bland, little dry, but it's Minecraft Creeper Crunch. You can't go wrong. It's Minecraft Creeper Crunch. A tier for Minecraft Creeper Crunch. Oops, all berries. Captain Crunch. Huh? Where did the cereal go? Why is it just berries? Why is there so many berries here? What is this? It's like blue and pink. What berry is that? It's not blueberry. That was dreadful. How dare you? How dare you, Captain? This literally tastes like the smell of laundry detergent. This is dreadful. This is Z tier. Well, that's gonna do it. That was Top Tier's cereal tier list.
Looking at all that cereal sure is making me hungry.
Well, how about some food for thought? On Tuesday, February 9th at 11:30, we have a special food for thought about the transformative power of education and sustainable development. Learn about Maleka, a nonprofit grassroots organization that helps Congolese girls.
I don't think that'll make my tummy less hungry, but I guess it'll make my brain less hungry. I'll definitely check it out.
Nice. Now let's see if we can understand this whole GameStop thing with fake news.
Hello, everyone. My name is James Balton, the host of Fake News. Now let's jump straight into this week's top stories. So this past week, stocks have been insane. The big one has been GameStop, seeing a massive rise recently. And there's been a lot of debate on what's actually going on here, but I actually have some insider knowledge about some lesser known cryptocurrencies and stocks that should be on the rise soon. To start off, we have Catcoin, then Weasel Corp, TCWeekly Production Studios, The Tech Company, The Wood Company, The Paper Company, The Electric Company, Reading Railroad, Boardwalk, Free Parking, Income Tax, and Go to Jail. And as you guys know, coronavirus is still a big issue. Many people find wearing masks to be annoying, but this one crazy anti-masker has actually found a loophole to it all. That's right, tattooing a fake mask onto your face. Now, this one lady thought that she could get away with it, but of course, tattooing a fake mask onto your face didn't really work out. Recently, she's been kicked out of Walmart and Walgreens for not wearing a mask. She just didn't fool anyone. So, the lesson today, folks, just wear your mask. Now, in other news, Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX, announces that he's going to build a rocket to send to Pluto. For his reasoning, he said he wanted to prove that Pluto is still a planet. And after announcing that, he sent this tweet. Now, in a final heartwarming headline, we have Kenny G recently farts in a Zoom call with his fans. Now, he's recently been doing virtual concerts due to coronavirus, but decided to let one rip mid-performance. The fart was so disgusting that he had to refund everyone in the Zoom call. Not smooth, Kenny. Not smooth at all. But that will wrap up this episode of Fake News. Thank you for watching, and have a great day, y'all.
Thanks, Ryan. Next time anyone has an idea to get rich quick, can you shoot me a text?
Well, we may not be rich right now. At least we can eat like we are. Here's Jacob with our very first episode of Midnight Cooking.
Tonight we're going to cook vegetable beef stew. For starters, we will need 1.5 pounds of beef stew meat, which can be bought pre-cut. If you would prefer to cut it yourself, make sure it's cut into 1/2-inch pieces. Once this is done, we'll want to season the meat with a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now that the meat is cut and seasoned, we'll want to start preparing the vegetables. First, take 1 pound of red potatoes and begin dicing them into 1/2-inch pieces. Next, we'll be peeling 2 medium carrots. This should add up to about 1 cupful measurement. After peeling the carrots, you can begin dicing 2 celery stalks into 1/2-inch pieces. You can then follow this up with trimming and cutting 1 cupful of green beans. The green beans should be split into 1-inch pieces. Next up, we'll need to dice 1 medium yellow onion. This should also add up to 1 cupful measurement. We'll then finally press 4 garlic cloves. If you do not own a garlic presser, I would recommend getting one, as it makes it easier than finely chopping the garlic with a knife instead. Now that everything is prepared, we'll need to brown the meat. First, heat a tablespoon of olive oil in a large stock pot over medium-high heat until it's shimmering. After, add the beef to the pot until the beef is brown. It's important not to let the meat cook all the way through, as you should only leave it in for about 2 minutes. After removing the beef, pour another tablespoon of olive oil on medium-high heat until shimmering. Then add the onion and saute until softened for about 3 minutes. Once the onion is finished, add the carrots, celery, and garlic, and stir for 3 to 5 minutes. When the veggies have finished cooking, add the potatoes to the pot, and then pour 6 cups of beef broth. At this point, we'll add 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes and 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Reduce the heat to medium-low and let the stew simmer uncovered for 20 to 30 minutes. This is done to help tender the potatoes. Finally, add the green beans and 1 package of frozen peas to the soup. If you're like me and don't like peas, you'll probably only add a little less than half the bag. Peas are kinda gross and mushy, but if you're making food for others, you may have to settle. Oh yeah, these 2 items should be cooked for about 5 minutes. At this point, the food is ready to eat, so grab a ladle and start pouring the stew into bowls. This is a fairly long meal to cook, but if you can get the hang of prepping ingredients, it shouldn't be too intimidating. Thank you for joining me in Midnight Cooking. I'll see you next week.
That vegetable beef stew looks delicious.
Sounds like the perfect thing to eat after building a snowman.
A snowman?
Yes, a snowman. For the NWTC Snowman Building Contest. All you gotta do is build a snowman and put NWTC somewhere on your snowman for a chance to win a $20 gift card. You gotta submit your snowman picture before February 11th at noon though.
Wow, I'll get right on that. Right after Record Report.
Hi, my name's Jonah,
And I'm Noah.
and this is Record Report.
Oh yeah.
Record report, record report, record report. We're having fun just like we do it for sport. It's the best show ever, you cannot retort. Even though episodes are kinda short. Record report is the best in the land. I said it in the song so you understand. Leave it to these boys to give you a hand. Suggesting some music, your taste will expand. Record report!
Here on Record Report, we're here to show you some amazing albums that sound great on record vinyl. And for today's episode, we're doing Famous World by Spesh
And Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division.
First, we're going to start with Famous World by Spesh. Now, imagine this as being sort of a Stone Roses-esque MGMT music, and it's just really kind of chill music, the type of stuff I listen to on like a long car ride, or something like just a nice night at home. And it sounds just amazing on record vinyl. And 2 of my favorite songs would have to be Teflon and Divine. And also, I just can't resist the fact that this has an amazing baby blue colored vinyl. Famous World by Spesh aired in 2018, and I just think it's an amazing album. Now, what do you have for us, Noah?
Next we have Joy Division with their debut album Unknown Pleasures, released in 1979. It is the most highly acclaimed post-punk record ever created, honestly. Like, this record, perfect performances by vocalist Ian Curtis, rest in peace. It's really chill music, kind of like Spesh, except it has a little bit of a melancholic vibe to it, as, you know, there's some crazy atmospheric stuff going on. The bass player, absolutely incredible. This album has tracks such as Disorder, which is the one that opens up the album, and She's Lost Control. Just great album overall. Highly recommend it if you've never heard it, and it just sounds great on vinyl.
This has been Record Report with Jonah and Noah. Come back next time where we'll show you some metal albums that you need in your life.
See ya on the flip side. Peace.
Hey Bryce, that's a nice shirt you got on.
Oh, thanks, Rio.
Where'd you get it from?
I got it from Goodwill. It's nothing special, really.
Oh, so you like thrifting?
I've been known to thrift from time to time.
Then you're gonna love our next segment, Goodwill Hunting. It's all about thrifting.
Really? Oh man, I'm so excited. Play it right now.
Have you ever paid too much for a pair of jeans that just didn't fit quite right?
Or have you ever bought a shirt that you've worn so many times you don't know what to do with it anymore? I'm Jack.
And I'm here to help you with all of your wardrobe and style needs on a budget.
Each week we will be exploring different thrift stores around the area to style and create something completely unique.
Hello and welcome to Goodwill Hunting.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And hi, I'm Stasia.
And this is Goodwill Hunting.
We have a lot of fun episodes planned for you guys in the next few weeks, where we'll be competing against one another in various challenges underneath budgets and time constraints.
We'll be putting our style and creativity to the test in challenges like designing our own photo shoots, DIYing some home decor pieces, and even styling one of our own cast members.
With all the fun to come, in this episode we'll be discussing the common misconceptions about thrifting and the multitude of benefits that come with it. So Jack, have you always thrifted?
Not always. I started in high school.
Okay. And did you always think that it was cool or socially acceptable to do
No,
that
it
before
was
then?
definitely not really cool at all. But I mean, I got into it towards the end of high school when like it was getting popular then, so it was kind of like fine then.
Definitely. So my family really did not have a lot of money when I was growing up, so I would say for 90% of my life, I wore entirely thrifted clothes or clothes from rummage sales, and I really hated it for a very long time. But then of course it became like the new thing, I want to say like 5 or 6 years ago, and everyone was doing it all the time. But I just remember talking to some girls my age, and they either loved it or they hated it, and the ones that hated it thought that it was gross. But, and I mean, I get it. Like, I understand initially why it might be a little off-putting. You are wearing someone else's clothing, but like, just wash it. And then another misconception, obviously, is that some people think that there's nothing worthwhile while thrifting.
Definitely a lot of good finds and a ton of thrift stores, so definitely worth going to try it out.
Nice. Looks good. I find if you go like with an open mind, and if you're not looking for like a really specific item of clothing, you'll probably find something.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as long as you're willing to alter it or find something similar to what you're looking for, easy.
Some of the benefits that you might not know about thrifting include:
it actually reduces water footprints and uses fewer chemicals than regular manufactured clothing. Water is involved in almost every stage of the clothing production process. It takes water to grow cotton, which is almost up to like 2,700 liters to grow the cotton needed to make one t-shirt. And then a pair of jeans almost takes over 8,000 liters of water.
And buying secondhand also keeps clothes out of landfills.
As use of common garments has slowed, the use of polyester has jumped. Polyester has its origins in both natural and synthetic, think oil and gas, sources. Experts actually estimate that 98% of future fabrics will be synthetic, and 95% of those synthetics will be polyester. As demand for clothing increases, demand for synthetic polyester fabric will increase, and that brings with it all of the environmental issues associated with oil and gas.
Thrifting is way cheaper than buying brand new clothes, as the average American will spend anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 each year on new pieces of clothing.
And finally, thrifting also gives back to your community. Different organizations like Salvation Army, Goodwill, which I have some feelings on, but St. Vincent de Paul especially. St. Vincent de Paul is really focused on helping the homeless population. Goodwill claims to be really involved in helping the disabled community. But all of these different organizations have a purpose and a cause, which is really special, and also it's just great to spend money in your local businesses and keep the money in the area. So now that we know all of the benefits and talk through at least like 2 of the most common misconceptions about thrifting, we hope you guys are excited. We're really excited to present our new content to you. So wash those clothes,
Pop them tags.
and we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Man, I love that segment. That pair of briefs that Jack found looked pretty stylish.
Speaking of love, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Picking out a good gift can be hard, but NWTC is here to help. Sign up to get a Stuff-A-Critter, and the first 200 get to make their own stuffed animal for that special someone. You will get everything you need shipped in the mail, then don't forget to join the Stuff-A-Critter party on Thursday the 11th at 11:30 for a chance to win special prizes.
I totally forgot about Valentine's Day. I'm gonna sign up right now. You really saved my bacon this year, Rio.
You're welcome, Bryce. But now it's time to get crazy with Psychotically.
Hello, and welcome back to another season of Psychotically. I'm your new host, Bryce Cherney. And in this episode, we're going to be having a conversation with Bed Tunby, the... Guys, nothing else is coming on the teleprompter. Really? We got no info on this guy I can tell him about. All right, we'll roll with it. Let's get into the interview. So it's Mr. Tunby, correct? Ha! I won.
Chicken.
Oh. I'm flattered. How did you know what I ate for lunch? Are you a chef?
You could say that.
I didn't know you had such a normal hobby. What's your favorite creation?
I make a mean meatball sub.
You're making me hungry. Maybe we could make something together. What the? Did you guys know he was gonna try and bite me?
Please sit. What did Meg say to you?
I don't know. Is he one of the producers or something? Wait. You're Hannibal Lectering me.
What?
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs. That's a line from the movie. You know what?
Wait. It puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again.
All right. That's not even the same character. You know what? Cut.
Wow, what a crazy segment to end the first live show on.
Speaking of ending the live show, bye.
Bryce, we can't end it like that. We have to do a proper ending.
Oh, you're right. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to check out our social media links down below, and be sure to check out new episodes of Pandemically Speaking every Tuesday and Thursday, especially Thursday, because that's the better edition.
I'm Rio,
And I'm Bryce.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.